Oh, did it go live already? Um, I don't remember hitting the live button, but I guess it did. Let's see. Yes, it did. Well, good afternoon, YouTube. And let me hit Facebook so we can get started together. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I am Carolyn Lewis. This is FBMD, Faith by My Deeds. I hope that everyone is having a wonderful evening. Try to center these two. And I usually come in and give information on a topic or speak on relationships, speak on improving self, speak on what I can do, and give you a lot of times I talk to give you a little insight into my approach to dealing with individuals. My approach is to meet you where you are. My approach is for it to be something that you can relate to, feel comfortable with, and be able to see how and where to make the changes um, that you would desire to make. So today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm going to speak on the importance of counseling. Why? Why am I doing this? Why do you need it? Why do you need to contact me and allow me to help guide you in some areas that you want to change, improve, venture out into, cover some areas you may be afraid of, help change your negative automatic negative thinking and change replace that with positive thoughts, positive thinkings, good looking at things from a good outlook, um, replacing negative experiences with positive ones, having some victories, learning how to move forward and expect great things. Expect the best, prepare for the worst, but expect the best. So I have this eclectic um, approach, an eclectic approach by me. If it's CBT you need, I work with CBT. If it's emotional based, the emotional focus based, we'll do that. If it's dialectical, we'll approach it from that. I'm going to look and see what you're telling me, what your body language is telling me, and what things you say you want to change. And I'm going to work with it from that aspect of what needs to be focused on. Sorry, I'm going to scoot this over just a little bit because I don't want too much distance in between the two. Let's still put it in the way. That's right there. All right. So, what I am doing today is saying, why is counseling important? Why is having a life coach important? Why do you need guidance? Why would you want someone cheering for you in your corner and help correcting the negative thoughts that you have, or how you pull from someone the talents, the information, the tenacity and resilience? How do you pull that up from someone where they can use it in their everyday life? How do you make known the things in premarital counseling that would help solidify the foundation that the two is building on, and then as they move forward to learn each other, to see what they want to bring from their upbringing and experiences together to be on a level playing field where they can create that and take it and mend and mold it together to have the life that they need for each other and that they will prosper from, that they can continue to grow from, that they can be partnered in with, loving, caring, cooperative, and able to function together. Does that mean that they're going to agree on everything? Does that mean it's never going to be any problem? Absolutely not. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship with no issues, no problems. That two people are going to totally agree across the board on everything. You can have different opinions and learn to agree and come to a mutual understanding, and then make sure you're not being selfish and come up with an idea that may not been here or there, but it's what's best for the two, because you all communicated and worked and looked at different aspects to get to the destination that you want. It is not always it's what I want, that's my money, I thought of it first, or I'm better with it. It's not about that. What is going to benefit the two of you together in your home, that's going to make it what you two need, not what the Jones are doing, the Abernathys are doing, what the Ricks are doing, what the Johnsons are doing, what the Smiths are doing. It's what you two need within your family structure. Okay? It's explaining to your mate, or it makes first you have a good understanding of what's going on to them, but being able to express, I'm not feeling my best right now, or I'm not trusting this right here, and I don't understand. And guys, one way to keep a woman's mind from running a million miles to nothing is being open to communicate with her, not just jumping up, running, make decisions because you feel, oh, I'm the man, I'm going to do and say whatever it is I want. You want her to be able to trust you. In order for her to be totally submissive to you and caring and unbothered, secure, safe, loving, nurturing, for her to be able to do all those things, she needs to feel safe and secure with you. Not physically macho, he got protection, he got arms, he is what you do to ease her mind, her spirit, so that she can function the way God has created her to, and be able to trust, expect the best from what you're saying, expect that you are working from a place of integrity when you're not in her presence. Not someone who's selfish and trying to score every notch on whatever he's trying to do, but someone she can trust, that will not embarrass her, will not place her to shame, that will love her when she is hormonal, that will love her if she is being emotional, having a bad day, if she gets sick, if she is working through something within herself, with her family. You're not going to walk away from it holler, other girls ain't having this problem, other girls don't compare her, not even to your mother. Okay? She needs to be able to trust you with her, and you should be able to trust yourself that you'll do her no harm, just as she's to do you no harm. Love her as Christ loved the church. But that's where counseling come in and help both to understand not what somebody else has said is best for them, but to come and this is what we need for each other. This is who she is. This is how she is on this day. But this is how he is. And this is what make him feel special, needed, respected. And this is what we need to do for each other so that we can appreciate each other, so that we can trust each other. Okay? Because, ladies, let's not forget that in this game called life, there's been some men that went through some hardship. There's been some men that's been dealt with dishonestly, manipulated. There's been some Delilahs in their lives. There's been some Jezebels in their lives. There's been some things in their life that robbed them of money, robbed them of time, made them feel small. So, and if you are an adult, male or female, and you did not like, or you feel like you feel some kind of way about your upbringing, if your parents did their very best with you to do and provide the best they could, and you still feel some kind of way behind it, not recognizing that your parents, guess what? They're human. Guess what? They had to go off of the knowledge they had. They had to use the funds that they had. They had things that they're working through. Just because you're grown, as you all know, being grown don't mean not having any problems. Being grown don't mean you have everything you want, can go do any and everything you want. Being grown means I have more responsibilities. I got to work from an aspect of integrity and good morals so that I can be seen in the light that I want others to see me and treat me. And lo and behold, I can do everything possible, but there's going to be someone who judge me because I'm female, because I'm tall, because I'm short, because of the color of my skin, because of whatever it is somebody else is judging you on that you cannot change, don't want to change. Because as much as some guys would think if that girl could get a chance to be a woman, she would. Oh, we really enjoy being women, even as though there's some things that through life women have to go through, just as I'm sure you men wouldn't want to give up being a man to being a woman and having all the extra thoughts, all the extra hormones, all the extra aches and pains. And learn, guys, please learn. If you grew up and didn't have any sisters or anything, and everything was protected from you at home when your mom was hurting and feeling down, her hormones and her cycle was going, and you was shunned from all that so that you wouldn't know. Learn about the woman that's in your life now. What is her pain level? How soon before her cycle started is she hurting? When is her mood swing starting? What helps her to eliminate that pain? Do she need that extra sleep? 9 times out of 10, she do need rest. Does heating pad help? Does some fries or this or that? Ibuprofen, or does she need something stronger? The Aleve, the pampering. Some people can't take pampering; it'll make them sleep the whole day, but their pain level is that high. Understand the woman that you with. Does that time make her cry more? Is she more sensitive during that time? Or is she more outspoken, boisterous, and short tempered, short fused? Why don't you understand those things about her? It's not always within their control. Now, I'm not saying that she gonna go off and just badger everyone in her path, but what does she need to regulate her and motivate herself to be as normal as she can during that time? Because pain is real, the tiredness and fatigue is real, the thought that goes bouncing through you is real. So understand each other, have a talk, be watchful. Don't wait on her to tell you everything. Watch her, learn her. Take this in scripture was saying the young men, once they married, didn't go off to war. He spent that year at home learning his wife. Learn your wives. Wives, learn your husbands. Pay attention to what he looks like when he come in and his head is a certain way. He's limping, he's holding aside, he's quiet. If you're on a job and you're being badgered all day, you don't want to come home and be badgered. If you came in, hey, go take a shower, sit back, and well, unless you got kids at home and you both need to take care of the kids, but come in both and take a moment. Sometimes, like even now, I come in and I need to sit for a moment, just be quiet. Is that what she need to do? Or does she want to come in and she want to be in the kitchen by herself to process her day and be productive getting food fixed? Or is she the one, I've been feeling neglected all day, I've been overstimulated all day, baby, come in the kitchen, talk to me while I'm cooking, help me do this, slice and dice this, be in my presence because I need to feel heard, cared for, and seen. Same thing. Some guys won't come in and have their neck or their head rubbed. They want you to hear about their day without giving them um this is what you need to do to fix this. Now, please, if they are asking for your insight on that, by all means, listen for discernment. Don't just blab off out of the heat of the moment because you know we do get protective of our mate, but pay attention to what they're saying. These are things that you would learn within having a life coach or going to counseling and having guidance. These are the things of how to maneuver and make things better for yourself, enhancing your life. It's important. Counseling, life coach, guidance, all these things are important because they help you navigate and maneuver your life in a way that will enhance it, give more understanding or insight into a situation, help manage your own mental health, because just going and going and adding stress can be stressful. It could cause breakdowns. It can cause an overload of stress. It can cause you to feel like you're not getting anywhere in life, and it could cause you to mismanage your time, yourself, and those around you, as well as mismanage your finances and your other resources. So that's another reason that seeking counsel, especially someone who can help you right where you are to get yourself where you want to be, help plan out something, process and make plans that's good for you. This is why counseling is important. This is why having a life coach to help you along the journey is important. This is why I do what I do, because first of all, I've seen a lot of things and I've come across a lot of people who are just hurting, and hurting people do hurting things. You can help them to regulate and see this is what I need to do for me, not because they did or said, but because I want to go this path. Sometimes you need help reeling yourself back in, catch yourself, reel it back in and say, now, this is what I'm going to do. What's going to be the best course of action for me? Where uh, where do I need to go to unwind and chill? Do I need a nap? Do I need to go sit and quiet? Do I need more interaction outside? What is it that I need? What relaxes me? What centers me? How do I use grounding in my everyday life? These things come to you throughout counseling. Your health, stress builds on to you and helps either gain pounds, less stress, make you you're not as effective on the job or in your own life with certain aspects. So stress can affect your health, your mental health, and your physical health. These are the things when you're seeking counsel, life coaching, or guidance and support. Let's not forget the support that can make life better for you. And another area I wrote down, another, promoting personal care, grace, self love. These are the things that guidance can help you in. Seeing where you want to go in life, processing certain aspects in your life, things that are happening. You're older now, but it's still affecting you. How do you process that? Put it in the right category and then say, what did I learn from that? What can I take from it and go? What do I need to push back and set it there and say, okay, that happened. I can't change the past. But what I will do with that information from now on is go do this, that. I won't live in the shadows of that hurt. I won't live in the shadows of that disappointment. I won't live in the shadows and condemnation of this negative aspect. Again, that's where support, counseling, guidance, and comes in handy. This is why you would seek it. Well, I could just sit and think about it myself. Yeah, some people have that negative self-thought where you're trying to process everything is coming out, but everybody else. And every time I try, and it's never gone this way. But where's the self-thoughts? What are your strengths? Everybody don't know their strengths. And those who think they know their strengths is something somebody else see in you that you didn't think was there, that you never even considered. This is why it's important. This is why you need someone who is not going to sit and just write and look and say, well, by statistics, this is what we need to do. And this is what you're going to do. Hey, everybody doesn't want or need someone who's strictly only by the book, because your life is not going to go by the book. Each day is a different adventure. So, how do I manage and guide myself into a more productive life? How do I get the things in life that I want to achieve or that would benefit me that I hadn't even thought of? These are the things in which I'm talking about. Relieving pressure and stress from your life and seeing a characteristics in you that is positive in your life. And these are some of the reasons why I got into this lifestyle. I've seen some very good people, some hurting children, day after day, just do same thing that hurt them. Not happy at home, stressing with parents, come to school, they's acting out, showing out. Always the same kids in ISS, always the same kids that's either being suspended, same kids. The teacher look up and here they come today. Y'all, what's going on with this child? The reason that child act like that, what is it? Why is this child doing this? They ain't got good home training. Well, what's up with the home training? Do you know what this child is experiencing? Maybe this child has a learning gap that they don't want everybody else to see it, and they covering up and to keep from being embarrassed. Maybe they're the class clown because no one has structured them in how to use that gift of making others laugh, and that is a gift, to be constructive and doing in their life where it will not get them in trouble. That is a gift. Being able to bring laughter to someone's life, laughter is like medicine into the bones, to the spirit. So that is a gift. Don't see them as the trouble, that class clown, this idiot, this. No, that is a gift that needs to be trained. Or someone who's always got this kid following, that kid following. They have leadership abilities, but what are they leading them into? They need to be trained into being a positive influence on those that follows them. So there's always a reason behind the problems, the troubles. This is why I'm into this. So this is why I don't say one size fit all, or just this for this and these people here need that. No, you don't know a person's background, upbringing. You don't know what their culture calls for them to do, and you can't group and say all these. Let's say all Hispanics, this, and that. That's not true. All blacks are here, that. All Caucasians here, and the Asian. You can't line up and say that's what they all experience. Because I can speak for myself. Thank God my grandmother put more, taught more heritage to me and the love of God in me than I can say a lot of people that I grew up with. A lot of people I've come across. Uh, she was constantly always talking about something that was taught and learned and not making all your own mistakes. Um, Watching all closed eyes, not sleep, watching others to see what they're doing. Don't just write people off. Some people you feed with a long handled spoon. Yes, some people have heard these things, but did you actually see how to use those things? Was it part of your everyday dealing? This is why counseling is important, so you can straighten out those roads that's long and winding that you don't quite understand or don't quite know how to get out of. You want to change, but you don't quite know how to change it. So therefore, you need a little bit of guidance in that, a little bit of insight, a little bit of input. There's more than one way to do anything right that's going to prosper you. It's not right if it prospered them and you do it and it didn't prosper you. That wasn't right for you. What else is it that you could have done that's right for you? Everybody don't cook rice the same way. Everybody don't grill the same way. But guess what? The grilled food could taste good, or it could not be the taste somebody else like. So that support, that guidance, that seeing things from a different angle is why counseling is important. It is why things of that nature that can help you see a different light, a different means, a different technique is important for all kind of different aspects in your life. I see I've made this video longer than I originally intended, but I want to talk to you about why it's important and why I do what I do. And it is important to either change or maintain a healthy lifestyle, your mental health, releasing stress and pressures, and learning how to weave your way through life that's going to benefit you. There's no one size fit all. There's not a wide paintbrush that you can just paint the world with and say, this is how that goes. And any good counselor, any good life coach know you can't just come up with an A, B, C, D and say this is good for 100 people, 50 people. Each person is different. How are you going to help that person that's in front of you? How much of their childhood affect who they are today? How much of a broken relationship or broken heart affects who they are today? How much do they have? What knowledge do they know about themselves that to change them to get them where they want to be next week, next month, next year? Okay. All these things come into play when you're seeking counsel, when you're seeking a life coach to help you along the way, when you're seeking that support that you need to get to the next level in life, to make the changes you want to make in your life. Okay. This is why I do what I do, and this is the method in which I approach. I am Carolyn Lewis. This is FBMD, Faith by My Deeds. And you can reach me at, is it 980 352 0582. It comments here in the comment sections, inbox me or email me at faithbymydeeds.com, yahoo.com. I say yahoo.com. Faith by my deeds. That's what it is, at yahoo.com. I am Carolyn Lewis, and I hope that you have a very blessed rest of your day. Take care.